You think it's gonna start? It's gonna start. Okay. Alright, I am trusting you. Everything's right? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go start it. And Pepper thinks that it's gonna run. So I'm gonna go with her lead and say that it's gonna run as well. I have the coolant almost filled up, pretty much at the top there. It's starting to be reflux now because I'm squeezing that. So that's working, that's all filled up. I don't see anything down below leaking, so that's good. A few extra bolts here or there, but you know, nothing's leaking, so that's good. On to the scary part, which would be the oil dipstick, oil ring, installing that, and then actually putting in the oil. So let me do that and take the next step. See if this beauty's gonna start again. Alright, everything is back together. Battery is in, coolant's in, and oil is in. So
I don't see any drips down there.
Nothing dripping?
I'm getting nervous.
My friend is over and we are completing this. He's definitely helping me, so I'm more than appreciative for him coming over and giving some help here. Oil dipstick is in, new oil O-ring. Nothing is leaking down below. So it's pretty much time to set up the computer and see if there's anything I can reset on the inside of it and give it a whirl. So hoping for the best here. Nope. All right, time to shine. Turn the light on, I guess. I'm gonna bump it over. Fuel pressure seems to be up there. I primed it a couple times. Seems like the second time that it didn't really prime too much more, so it seems like it's got fuel.
Right.
So yeah, going in the cabin now and going to bump the key.
No, it didn't. Give me a wiggle. Try that. No. Try that.
I just have to remember to actually get a new cable because that's kind of crappy.
Yeah,
so
it is kind of crappy.
yeah.
All right, let's see.
Back in uno momento. All right, we are on to take two. We got the negative terminal down just a little bit more, and I think it's time to go for it again. All right. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Oil.
Yep. Where's that fucking coming from? Oh, no. So it runs, but there's something hellaciously dripping out of there, so gotta figure that one out. But at least it runs. So let me see if I can figure that one out. Whew, boy. Pretty sure that that down there, get that to focus, there we go, it is leaking from down at that seal. Sometimes stuff happens like that, and you just gotta go back at it. Keep going after it. So, yep, it's torn down. Old one. Get a closer look. Look at that. I think I have the problem figured out. And yeah, I have a new one here on the floor that hopefully is the right size. And yeah, gonna try and smash that in there all nice and kindly and get that all nice and done, because you can't really seal up a motor if it's missing seals. It's a good tip. Alright, that's the first time it's been down on the ground in about 2-3 weeks. This, oh my goodness, that gets hot. That tensioner down there is yeah, that's bad. That's what's rattling. Yeah, this gets super hot. Yeah, awesome. So back there where it's missing 2 bolts, it's dry. You can actually see that right there. It's missing the 2 bolts out of the oil pan right next to each other, and it's completely dry. The same, let's see here, there looks just I think that's just the wetness that was there before or whatever for the oil pan. But there's a couple drips on the side of it. And let's start this puppy up. Oh, keys in my pocket. Had to find that one. So as of right now, for a very fresh rebuild, I still haven't moved it or taken it down the road, but 204 560 on the miles. That starts right up. Still have that ABS just loving to chime in. But that noise right there was a little bit of a concern. But the closer you get to it, the more you can actually hear it. You can actually see it jumping around. Trust me, it looks worse in person. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. It is running fantastic. There's no leaks. Seems like it's doing okay. Idling down. I know it's got a lot of relearning to do. I reset the fuel trim and a lot of other things, so I'm just waiting for this to relearn and everything and warm up. I'm actually going to top off the automatic transmission fluid. And well, I don't know if I'm going to take it for a drive, but I just might take it for a drive tonight. I might have to move my car. That's parked right behind me. But yeah, I would really like to. This, I thought was going to be the issue for the, like I messed up the wire or something like that, but it seems to be doing fine. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to put that in there, because there's like no room in between there for me to slide that up under. You can't sneak it. I don't know what the hell somebody did to design that so tucked in there. You could have just moved it out, or actually, you know, cocked it off just a little bit, you know, turned it. And that would not have been an issue, but I guess they were trying to keep this in line with that and make things cute, and it was just making things hella difficult. So I'm just going to leave that there, probably take it off, because I don't want that flying into the fan or anything like that. But overall, though, she's not doing bad at all. Running really freaking well. I cleaned off right down by the head, so I can come back in later inspection and see if there's anything coming from the head itself. But as far as I can tell, so far it is looking really dry and really right. There's a little bit of, you know, oil around that oil filter, but that's you know, that happens. It's kind of an oily area. But yeah, I'm gonna end up checking up the fluid here and seeing what goes on. This, oh, still clear. and I don't think it sucked up too much. I was pretty close with the how much I put in there, which ended up being about 2.5 gallons, I do believe, was how much it's actually taken for the coolant now. Again, this gets really hot, so I just have to be really careful about that, because it literally 200 degrees right there. Does not seem to be overheating whatsoever. Seems to be running well. I just have that little bit of a ticky noise. It's coming from that belt tensioner. So that's it. I'm going to top it off and probably move my car over into my beautiful grass over here. I mean, look at that grass. It's really growing. Anyway, move that out the way. Shut this down after I actually check the fluid. Might actually check the air in the front tires too. I know I still have a few other things that I want to put on. So I still have a lot of things that I need to get done on this. But yeah, I have a loose tie rod end, I know for sure. And I'm going to end up replacing that soon and getting a lot more work done to this if I need be. But hopefully me and motor work are done with this car and I don't have to touch this motor anymore or actually, you know, tear it out of here for any reason whatsoever. But the motor itself is just running so smooth. It's even. There's no gallops or anything like that. It's just running really even. So I'm really happy with the rebuild. I'm letting that idle and kind of break in at idle right now. Like I said, I think that's pretty, it should be pretty warm. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that and give her her first test drive after a rebuild, like most people don't do, especially with something so horribly engineered. Goodness. Oh well, always gotta stick with it and just keep at it, even when I wanted to give up because there was no front oil seal and I completely forgot that, which is completely just unlike me to forget a seal that's right there, just right in my face or whatever, I guess, you know. So it is what it is. I super appreciate everybody watching. And alright, it is a new day, and not only with this new day becomes new issues. Like all this, if you remember this bar, I used this on the Honda Civic before, but now I'm using it to actually hoist this motor up, and I'll let you know what all is going on here just a second. So I guess I had a little bit more work to do than what I originally intended, or what I thought. There's parts everywhere. Don't mind those bolts right there, those are all junk, and I'll show you everything because that is what was going on. But to get there, this actually had to come up. So I used the same jacking system that I had before. Still have a little bit of space in here if you can kind of see when I don't have the towels in the way. And both of the engine mounts had to be taken out, well, the bolts. So that one, the way that this is actually lifting, it's kind of lifting it, you know, this side more, obviously. I do believe that I threw away the original hook, so I had another one here, and this is where it lies right now. It's doing the job, that's for sure. It's been up in the air for quite a few, about 2 days. About 2 days, because I wanted to go back and finish this and get it done right. It's just a little bit sketchy, but not so much, because I can see that it hasn't slid because it's actually cut into that piece of wood back there. And yeah, using a little bit of wood and ingenuity, and then making sure this one's loose, but in case it slid forward or anything like that, then that's there to stop that. Same for why this little tool is right there. But so much stuff had to be taken apart. Steering column off, steering rack and pinion, it's loose and down, and so is the four-wheel drive, and the passenger side half shaft axle is out, and the ball joints. I mean, This is a hell of a teardown just to get the freaking oil pan off. Again, the motor is literally lifted up about 3 inches, 4 inches maybe, still not enough clearance. Then I drop the differential, still not enough clearance. Drop the steering column, still not enough clearance. So I had to go back, take the half shaft out, actually take that spindle and put it all the way back there. Caliper is up there. Like, it is insane how much work has to be done to actually like get the oil pan off of this just because of the 4-wheel drive. And that's as low as it goes with that axle still being in there. So I still have a lot of work to do, and I'll show you what exactly went wrong with the last one because I started really getting some oil. It was running fantastic, but the oil started spewing out just a little bit, enough to where I could make it places, but I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna leak on your driveway, and that's not something I wanted to do. As you can see, this is, I'm pretty sure that's on there. I have to check the other side, or the upside, the part that's on the block, to make sure. But RTV is everywhere for the most part. I wasn't getting an oil leak here. I'm pretty sure there is RTV on the other side there. And even in this back corner, it looked like it was sealing for the most part. Maybe a little thin right here. It looks a little thin, but again, still gotta check the other side. But that right there, there's like nothing here, so that's all oily as crap. This is oily as crap. This was missing over here, so that's a huge area where it was leaking out of. It was pretty much that back corner back there, and I was really worried about any kind of sludge or anything else that may be in here. And what? And let me wipe my freaking. Do you see that? I was worried about the little stuff, like, you know. Oh, well, let me zoom in here, like that right there. The little stuff like that. That, you know what I mean. I didn't want it to overclog the pickup, which I am gonna go check. Seeing this. But what in the world is that? Are you... Is that... What is that? It's stuck in there. It's... Oh, okay, so that's just casting. Okay, so I thought that was a penny or something, but that's just a part of the casting. So... Alright, and I think I see one over here too, so... Nope, nope. No, what in the hell? What is... Oh my goodness, what the fuck is... No, wait. What is this? Yep, that is a penny. That is a 2020 penny. That's in there. In the bottom of the oil pan. Fantastic. I'm just gonna leave that there for a minute. I'm gonna clean my hand up and see what is really in the bottom of the oil pan. Fantastic.
Get down, cause I'm here to flow, 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 flow. Get down, cause I'm here to flow, 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 flow. Get down, cause I'm here to flow.
Alright, well, it has gotten hella cloudier, even though, I mean, it's supposed to be rainy. It's like hurricane season down here in Florida, so this is the final result. I got all those little galleyways in between there. So then that's all cleared out and pretty much ready to have new RTV stuck in there and bonded to the whole top side. All these sides are pretty much clean. This is like the dirtiest of it, and I don't even mind that catching up to the filter. Except for that little corner. Ooh, I didn't see that. If you can kind of see in that little corner right there, that's a little bit gross. But the rest of it though, even down in there, that is looking wonderful, like everywhere. So just have that one little corner up there to clean up, but otherwise that is pretty much ready to roll. I am almost done with this fully project because it was running really well, but I had that oil leak, and like I said, I just don't want to show up to people's driveway and leak and have to check that every week and then add and leak and add and leak. It's just, it's not okay. It's like an automatic oil change, you know, minus the filter. I'm not for that. So I'm still using these jack stands. I got 3 of them up under there. They are the recalled ones from Harbor Freight. I'm still making progress. All right, that is all the surface. I still need to hit it with a little bit of brake cleaner just to make sure that everything is pretty much like all set. But I mean, all the way back and all the way around, she's done, all cleaned up, ready to rock. It is damn near done. All right, after a little bit to change that out, turn the fan off, and it's a little bit later in the day now, and it's almost dinner time. But at least, can you see it? Oh, maybe. I don't know if you can see that or not. But the oil pan is all the way up, and it's got its first round of tightening done. There we go. First round of tightening done. Here's a little bit of light, so you can kind of see it even better. But black RTV all the way around. If there's 3 mosquitoes, I'm out of here. And it's a brand new day. This steering knuckle is greased. Well, actually the brake saddle, I left it on there. And that's re-greased, ready to rock. I need to take that knuckle, bring it over here, start putting that back on. Have that half shaft axle where I actually stuff that. It's gonna go back in there, but that's gotta go back up at the same time. Put the half shaft axle back in that way, put it into the knuckle this way, put the ball joint. That's everything that I had to do to actually get that oil pan to drop out of there, which is insane. I really want this to work well. I'm not going back in there for that oil pan. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Because it's going to work right. Right? I mean, Pepper said that it was going to run right. And technically, it did run right. It just had a little leak that, you know, I didn't want to deal with and let people have to deal with if I show up to their house.
A few moments later.
Alright, same day. And yet, I think it might be done. I've already added oil, we have coolant. I fixed the little leak that was happening from here because I tried to put a little bit of fluid into the transmission and it just spewed all over everything. So luckily the exhaust side is down that side as well, so you know, only smoked a little bit. I got the engine mounts back on. Obviously the whole contraption down there, gone, on the floor. Oil, missing, minus the bottom part. My goodness. I really hope this might be it. This might be the finish line, y'all. I don't know. I can't tell the future, but I can tell that I am tired of working on this other one. So that's all set. Everything's cleaned up, put back together, I think, that I can think of. Like literally, I got oil on the dipstick, y'all, and I might just start it like right now. This will be first start after the rebuild. The second rebuild, okay? Don't get me specific here. Don't mind that fan noise either. I'll even just cut that off, just so we can hear it. Okay. Do I have my keys in here? Aw, shucks. I don't think I have my keys in here, so I gotta go find my truck keys, and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
All right, I am back at it, and actually, I even kept that 2020 penny. People say you got money in your motor. Like, you're not supposed to actually put money in the motor. All right, so this will be first start. And hopefully everything goes well. And here we go. Alright. Doesn't say anything about low oil pressure. That feels really healthy. Oh, it's another beautiful day. A little bit of rain. A little bit. You can see that. But I did get one. If I could get out of the rain here. Run. These are the 265 70 18s. So I'm really hoping that these fit right on there. The lady that I bought them from said that they came off of a Silverado. She doesn't know what year, but I generally just googled Silverado AI lug pattern, and 6 lug comes up as the same as that, which is 6 by 5.5. The only thing that can be a variant at this point would be the center bore. So I don't know if this is going to be wide enough to actually fit on the 4-wheel drive. Because there's 4-wheel drive rims, and I think there's 2-wheel drive rims, but I haven't confirmed it because no oil leaks. But overall, it's shifting just fine. It's running just fine. No check engine light. Still got that damn ABS light on, but no check engine light. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. This is already jacked up, loosened up. I'm going to take those off. Hopefully these fit on there without any modification, but if I have to modify it, I most certainly will, because I really want these 18s to fit on there, and man, is that going to give it such a better stance. And hopefully these things fit, so I don't have to do any modifying. And of course, in natural fashion, the inside diameter bore is way the fuck off, or way off. So I'm gonna have to end up taking off quite a bit. I'm gonna go get my micrometer, carbide bits that I got from Temu like 3 years ago or something, and really heat those bad boys up because it's about to go down. So I got my micrometer out, and the micrometer, it's about 100 millimeters versus about 86, I think it was. Alright, it is the next day, and I stayed and up late, did a whole bunch of milling, and then woke up this morning and did a bunch of milling. I've been out here for about 2-3 hours, so it's been a lot of milling. I got 2 of the tires done. Kind of get an angle back at it. If you can see the difference. Looks a lot better from this angle. It's just a little bit taller. And other good thing, I pulled this in from, you know, just the street and turning it around, and I didn't hit it all the way to lock, but I was like darn near lock, and there's nothing rubbing. So fantastic. If you happen to get some Suburban rims that look just like this and you want to do this to your Canyon, yeah, that's what it looked like originally, which I don't know if you can really tell the difference there, but that's a lot of meat. And there's an inner hook versus this is kind of like what you see now, and this is the stuff that I can go back and actually peel off, and so next time I take this wool off back in, I know exactly where to actually dig down to. So this is fully surfaced and mated. Should be good to go. So I'm gonna go take this around the block, see how it does. This was definitely a battle. I still have just that one part to go. The front cover did not have any seal come with it, minus one tiny seal. Did not have the bottom one that I was looking for. It also did not have the front crankshaft seal. So when I first started it, oil was spewing out the front end of the motor very, very quickly. And, well, then I went and got that. And then the truck almost actually caught fire. And I stopped that. So in classic fashion, now that I'm done, well, I'm gonna be cleaning it up. And this is the wire that nearly caught fire. Some odd reason, when I turned on, I went ahead and wanted to recheck all the systems in here as it was warming up and everything, and I went and hit the hazards on, just that little button up there, and it started a fire up under the dash. And for some odd reason, the backup camera that is non-existent pardon me, was hooked into the hazard lights for some odd reason of some sort. So wonderful, that caught fire, but I caught it right in time and ripped that out of there. So now 205, 247. Well, she runs really well. And if you've noticed, I actually got bigger rims, and for the bigger rims I actually have to bore the center of the rim out right there. The newer rims here, I did have like the 15s on here, and that had a center bore of 101 millimeters. The new ones, or the newer rims for the Canyons, are 86 millimeters, so I actually had to bore all 4 of them out, which took quite a while, but man, it's sitting so much taller. The only thing that's leaking up under is the AC, which, yeah, that's literally it. The oil pan, like completely dry. Everything completely dry. Front, everything dry, from what I can see. So I'm extremely happy with this. This is it took a lot of work to actually get this here. Like, honestly, a lot of work. I got that one there. Hey, I don't know if I showed you guys that, but also upgraded the tail lights. I still have a little bit to do with that. I have to add in resistors because their flasher relay is like built into the BCM for these guys or something. I'm not even for sure, but yeah, this is all done. I do have a few more issues that I have to actually get to the bottom of with this, but that'll be for another episode, guys. I super appreciate everybody watching and seeing if this would actually run or not, because it is quiet. It is really nice and quiet, and I can actually tow things. It doesn't overheat whatsoever. Like it just stays at temperature. Like it fluctuates some, but not anywhere where I would say it's a danger zone. So I am extremely happy with the cooling system upgrades and everything. It might get to that second dot where my fingernail is at, right there ish. Okay, but it comes right back down as soon as it, you know, actually gets some cooler wind and everything going through it. This has been great. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle through all this hell, because this was not an easy project by any means. This is one of the worst that I've ever done. I've worked on, you know, a couple Ferraris before and, you know, some other expensive vehicles, but this one takes the cake. So again, thank you for watching, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Hope you all have a wonderful day.